We go into the sixth bowl. The sixth angel poured out his bowl on the great river Euphrates, and its water was dried up to prepare the way for the kings from the east. And I saw coming out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet, 3 unclean spirits like frogs, for they are demonic spirits, performing signs, who go abroad to the kings of the whole world to assemble them for battle on the great day of God the Almighty. Behold, I am coming like a thief. Blessed is the one who stays awake, keeping his garments on, that he may not go about naked and be seen exposed. And they assembled them at the place that in Hebrew is called Armageddon. So, there's a lot more going on in the sixth bowl than in the previous bowls. But, so kind of similar to, I believe, the sixth judgment, we see the river Euphrates here again. So in the sixth judgment, or the sixth trumpet of judgment, we saw that the angels were released out of the 4 angels released out of the river Euphrates. Here we see the river Euphrates is dried up. And it says that it's dried up to prepare the way for the kingdoms of the east. And this represents the wicked rulers. So essentially, by this definition, whenever the wicked rulers are coming to fight against God's church and preparing their attack, this is what's happening here. But though it sounds like this bowl, instead of pouring out wrath on the wicked, it seems to be pouring out wrath on the good, right? Because it seems to be setting up the ability for wicked to attack, right? But ultimately, we'll see at the end that this does lead to wrath for the wicked. So it prepares the way for the kingdoms of the east so that the wicked rulers can come. And we see also that out of the mouth of Satan, the beast, and the false prophet come 3 demons that look like frogs. This shows us that they're of their detestability and abhorrence, being frogs. These are the hell-inspired plans against the church by Satan and his beasts. So Satan and his beasts leading these wicked rulers in the world is giving them these demons that are giving them the hell-inspired plans so that they can carry out persecution and wickedness against the church. And so this is showing essentially Satan's last-ditch effort, well, not even last-ditch effort, but showing his effort at trying to stomp out the church by giving the ideas to these wicked rulers so that they will be the hands and feet to carry it out. But this section once again shows us a brief period of time in this. So kind of what I talked about last week when we were talking about the numbers, the 1,260 days, the 42 months, and a lot of other sections, this section is referred to as 3.5 days, as a short section where it seems as if Satan has won, where it seems as if the church was defeated and that the beast has won, which is it just seems that way. And we're seeing that same story playing out here. So for a second, it seems as if Satan has won. His demonic spirits have gone to the wicked, and they are coming to attack the church. They're coming to destroy the church. But then we see Christ respond. And this is Christ coming, and this is essentially Christ's second coming here. We see Christ respond with it saying, "Behold, I am coming like a thief, like a thief. Blessed is the one who stays awake, keeping his garments on, that he may not go about naked and be seen exposed." And they assembled them at the place that in Hebrew is called Armageddon. So, when like a thief in the night Christ returns and unleashes And the Hebrew for this, we translate it as Armageddon, but the Hebrew for this is Armageddon, and this is ultimately victory. So what this represents, what does Armageddon represent? Because Armageddon is what we hear all the time, right? It's thought of as like the end of the world, right? Or the big final battle. Armageddon essentially just means that God is stepping in to do the fighting for us. So examples of this in the Old Testament would be whenever the Israelites were fighting in a battle and God did the work and stepped in to help them overcome, even though that they were outnumbered and they were weaker. Then that would be God unleashing Armageddon, because God is stepping in. When in the book of Kings, when God sent an angel and slaughtered 140,000 of the enemy soldiers while they slept to help the Israelites, that was God stepping in. And so what we see here is we see Christ's second coming. So right when Satan thinks he won, right when Satan thinks he's starting to get a foothold in this world and starting to get rid of the church, Christ comes back. And Christ steps in and fights the battle for us. And Christ will ultimately be victorious in that battle. Which is why the sixth bowl is a bowl of wrath on the wicked, because it sets up their destruction by God. Where it sets up them foolishly thinking they're winning, and then God stepping in and just utterly destroying them. And then that gives us to the